My new challenge is no wishing challenge, but you already saw that everywhere. It's a common challenge where you are not pulling at all, or you are not pulling until a certain adventure rank. For me, it's different. I challenged myself to finish Genshin Impact, and yes, the game is unfinishable until they choose to close the game. So I had the idea to finish Teyvat. Here's the rules. I cannot pull until I finish everything in Genshin Impact. No standard banner, no limited banner, no weapon banner. I have to 100% the quest, characters quest, and also Archon quest. I also have to 100% the exploration. And when I say 100%, I mean all 7 regions of Teyvat. So until I finish Snezhnaya and eventually all of its expansions during version 7.x, I am completely banned from wishing. I can't leave a region until it's totally 100%. And on top of that, I want to do this challenge completely free to play. The reason I'm doing this challenge is because I really want to reconnect with Genshin Impact like 5 years ago. I've been playing this game as a non-free to play, and it's been a long time now, and I wanted to find a way to make the experience feel exciting again. Honestly, what better way to do that than forcing myself to explore absolutely everything before I can wish for a single character? So let's start this video. For my traveler, I obviously had to choose Lumin because, let's be honest, she's my favorite twin. After that, I basically speedran the beginning of the game, took the teleporter, unlocked the first statue of the 7, and kicked some slimes. Then I met Venti and Volin, and well, Volin decided to run away because apparently he had more important things to do. So I quickly went through the early quest, got Ember on my way, and unlocked the events. And that's when I got my first free 5 stars character, Keqing. Now, you might be wondering, why Keqing? Well, Keqing is an electro DPS, and she's actually really useful in the early game. Not only can she deal a good amount of damage, but her elemental skill is also incredibly useful for exploration. Her teleportation makes climbing and reaching certain places much easier. It can also save a lot of stamina. When you're trying to explore an entire region from scratch, trust me, stamina is everything. So Keqing was definitely going to be my main character in this account. For exploring my first zone in Mondstadt, I had to quickly do the quest. So I did Kaya's domain as well as Lizatu. Then finally the doors opened. I can go everywhere I want in Teyvat. But do you remember the rules? Since I didn't finish Mondstadt, I didn't even start it. I can't leave. I just started, so, well, it was time to start exploring. My goal was simple. Find everything. Chests, sealies, puzzles, challenges, oculi. Basically anything that contributes to that beautiful little exploration percentage. Oh boy, I wasn't prepared for the rest. At this point, exploration was actually going surprisingly fast. I mean, it's the first region. How hard can it be? I had already explored a lot off camera because I didn't want the video to be 5 hours of me opening random chests. Honestly, the beginning was really easy. I was even surprised. I was finding chests everywhere, completing puzzles, collecting sealies. The exploration percentage was going up really quickly. Then something happened. I got every chest on the interactive map, every oculi, every challenges. I started to look at some weird hiding chests. I turned around everywhere. I had absolutely no idea where the last few percent were hiding. I started running around the map everywhere, checking places I already explored, climbing mountains, gliding around, but nothing. Or at least some of them. And I reached around 95-96%. And this is where I spent the next hour and a half just going on circles. At this point, I wasn't even playing Genshin Impact anymore. I was playing Where the hell is that one chest? After searching absolutely everywhere, I finally managed to reach 100% exploration. And let me tell you, that little 100% was one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen. But unfortunately, this was only one part of Mondstadt, and I still had an entire region to complete. So yeah, maybe this challenge wasn't going to be as easy as I thought. To reward myself, I decided to continue the Mondstadt Archon quest since I had barely touched the story at all. I found Jean arguing with a Fatui member before we headed back to Grandmaster Varka's office and showed Dvalin's crystal to Lisa. Of course, she couldn't touch it, so we just kept it in our pocket. Then we spotted a strange little green guy who looked very familiar to us, and surprisingly, it was the bard. I chased him all around Mondstadt before finding this megalomaniac standing in front of his own statue, playing the lyre. We showed him Dvalin's tear, which had apparently been purified by us without us even realizing it. He then asked us to purify the one he had in his possession, and that marked the beginning of the great quest to save Mondstadt's dragon. I made a little detour to the cathedral and talked to Sister Victoria, who gave me an electro goblet. Perfect for kitchen. I unlocked a new area to explore, and then I went to talk to Venti under the giant tree. After that, my attention span for the quest quickly disappeared because I decided that exploring was much more interesting. So here's a little compilation of me exploring. There is still so much to do on this account. I think I'm barely at 1% of the challenge so far, but I'm really excited to keep going and share this adventure with you. Hopefully, I'll remember to record everything I do. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a little like to support me. And I'll see you next time.